What's up? We back with another episode of 401 Uncut. Today, we got a very special guest in the building, man. Midwest Mixtapes.
What up, though?
What's going on?
Man, I'm very happy to be here in Natty.
Hey, glad to have you, man. You done came all the way from St. Louis to sit on this couch.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's been like 5 years since the last time we met or so.
Yes.
Yeah, so had to come do it. He had to come. I feel real strong about building Midwest platforms together. Mm-hmm. So we have a good camaraderie, a good networking ability.
For sure. Yeah, you know what? That's a big thing I tell people, man. Whatever you're doing, you need to make sure you're networking with people that's doing what you're doing, because that's how you build.
Right.
It's important. Now, Midwest Mixtapes. You from St. Louis, Missouri?
Yes.
Born and raised.
Born and raised.
What was it like for you out there in St. Louis growing up? What part of town?
I'm from North County. Originally from Blackjack. For those who don't know, our city and our county areas, they're divided. It's all like, take a city like Chicago. It's all Cook County.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? St. Louis, you got a dividing line of, this is a city, now you in the county.
Man, and don't y'all, the East St. Louis, don't that sit in like Illinois?
Yeah, East St. Louis, when people say the East Side, they're talking about East St. Louis, Illinois. And that's a whole separate city. You got to cross a bridge. And they're their own world too. Like, my thing, I always try to tell my people on the East Side, stop letting St. Louis little buddy you. Because they got just as dope sound out there and quality artists as we do.
So it's not all really connected like that.
Nah, we all cool. We all really cool.
Okay.
It's all very well connected and stuff. But nah, them are two separate cities.
Right, so if you go over there, it's different laws in that state.
Yeah. Yes, yeah.
So be careful. You can have a case all the way over there in East St. Louis.
I'll just put it like this, man. St. Louis, man, you can conceal and carry. You don't need a license.
Okay, Illinois ain't like that.
Yeah, Illinois, man, they gonna lock you up.
Be careful.
They don't care if you got a no rap sheet. That's probably 5 years.
Wow. Now, do y'all go over there a lot? If you in St. Louis, do you go to East St. Louis?
Me growing up, I didn't, but I live in the East Metro East now.
Oh, okay.
I live over that way now, but no, growing up from St. Louis, I only went where I needed to be. St. Louis has always been dangerous.
Man, I mean, when you look at St. Louis, man, they are always number one. They're the most dangerous city in the U.S. Every time they rank number one. What's going on over there?
Man, it's lack of opportunities, I feel. That's how I look at it. When you got lack of opportunities, people are gonna prey on who's closest to them, and that's what they do, unfortunately.
Man,
because actually, being most dangerous city is nothing new to me. I have a St. Louis story just about millions of other people from St. Louis. I lost my sister to a murder. My sister was murdered when I was 16. So,
damn.
Yeah, so this ain't nothing new to me, being on top of my toes, and like most people see me, man, they don't realize what I'm carrying something on me.
Yeah.
And it's just like that. We just so small, and it could happen anywhere. Mm-hmm. It really can. It don't matter if you're in the suburbs or in the city. Like, it goes down, unfortunately.
And you know what's crazy? I feel like when you look at it, though, the whole Midwest is dangerous. The whole Midwest.
Yeah, if you really look at those the top 25, there's always a good 10 to 15 Midwest cities on there.
Every time.
Even when the St. Louis and Cincinnati stuff was going back and forth online with that one stuff, I had to remind cats in St. Louis, like, Cincinnati ain't soft.
Man.
Cincinnati, just because we up here doesn't mean these other places are soft. They will get down too.
And that was crazy. That all started over a promoter from here had booked Sexy Red for something, and I believe that she didn't come, and she owed him money still for what he was saying, and he said something on the internet about her, and some way, somehow, it got shared so many times that people from St. Louis actually started getting on the post, and next thing you know, they just going back and forth. But you even seen it on.
Yeah. And I'm gonna protect my own. At the end of the day, I'm still from St. Louis. Like, as much as I travel through the Midwest, I get love and all these people know I'm from St. Louis though. But I just thought it was
petty.
I understood where the promoter dude was doing, as far as I want to call it clout chasing, but you know how the internet is, you know, boom. That probably helped build up his name to a point, though. Probably got him some new fans and new followers and shit like that. So.
From St. Louis, but he really popping here in Cincinnati.
So, man, shout out to that dude, though.
Yeah, he really popping here in Cincinnati.
I put it like this. Sure. It wasn't that serious, people. It ain't that serious. Cincinnati can still come to St. Louis. St. Louis can still come out to Cincinnati.
For sure. We all Midwest, and we got to stick together, is what I say. We got to stick together. Now, for people that don't know, what all does Midwest Mixtapes do? For people that don't know, we see you online. You know, people may see you tagging artists and saying like, hey, this Midwest Mixtapes, we got a radio station and website. What all do you do for the culture?
Okay. We'll start with the seed of everything, the root, which is the MidwestMixtapes.com. That was actually created by a gentleman by the name of Mike Shep, a white gentleman from St. Peters, Missouri.
Oh, wow, okay.
I actually, back in the day, before all the social media stuff, it was message boards. Mm-hmm. People had different message boards. He actually was on a message board that I used to get on, and a group that I was working with at the time, Lyrical Warfare. I met him at a college show in the middle of Missouri, and next thing I know, you know, 50 Cent blew up with the mixtape shit, and all of a sudden, dude created Midwest Mixtapes. This message boards that we got on all the time, it was more West Coast based. Mm-hmm. But, you know, they talked about East Coast, down South. We didn't have nothing for us. Mm-hmm. So this guy actually saw that. I saw in it like, he didn't travel like me. Because at the time when I met him, I already out there in Kansas City like that, Chicago like that, Gary, Indiana like that, Indianapolis like that. So I was getting a lot of music. Mm-hmm. I was burning CDs. That's how far back it goes. I want to also put it out there. I want to say Midwest Mixtapes was the first mixtape site, if not one of the first.
Wow.
Like, I know we are older than that, Piff.
Mm-hmm. So y'all was online, so y'all was dropping artists, projects on y'all shit.
Yeah, and I was burning a lot of CDs. Dude couldn't keep up with me. He finally sent me he was like, hey, here's a password. Here's a username and a password. Upload the shit yourself.
Man, because at this time, everything's going digital.
Yeah. Actually, you know, this was the part, you know, MySpace started kind of rolling in. This is say
early digital stage.
Yeah, 04, 05. Mm-hmm. And that's when it really started taking off for me because people were seeing what I was doing with it on MySpace. And then at the time also too, I was like I said, I was traveling so much. I was getting all the big name.
So any artist out the Midwest, you can go in and get their music.
Yeah, I was getting them. I was meeting a lot of these people face to face. So that's how I ended up with getting Midwest Mixtapes. I ended up buying it late 2008, and it's been on since then. Wow. So, and then from there, I've always been into marketing, like street teaming and all that type of stuff. I was big into the college radio. I had a college radio show in St. Louis for like 10, 15 years nearly. Wow. So it's changed over to an internet station, 103.7 The Beat. We are a media-based station. We're one of 8 internet radio stations that are hip-hop that are media-based. So like people don't know what I'm talking about is media-based.
Explain that for people that don't know what
media-based.
Explaining them what it is.
What's the Wiz?
Yeah, that's what I work for. Yeah.
Like say, MC Joe Blow, he got a record spinning on the Wiz. He registered his stuff for media-based. I spin it on my show as well. If he goes look up the report for his song to see how many spins he's gotten from stations, he's gonna see my station right there next to the Wiz.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
And that's important because you get to see what markets are playing your music so you can track it.
Analytics
are very important.
Very. And that's another reason why Midwest Mixtapes blew up. So I paid attention to that. I paid attention to that very easily. So I'm in geography.
Heck yeah. So.